I quit smoking, I quit drinking.
I did this.
People like to talk about themselves. I'm doing everything myself. I'm a great person. Transparency is very important.
Sign of maturity.
Bankers, business owners, we help companies grow. Apparently, this is the life.
Welcome to East Talks Business, my fans and friends. Today I have a very, very special guest. He's actually my younger brother, my friend, and at the same time my partner. So we have a lot of things we're doing together at the moment. We will share part of it. But really we go back, we were just talking before shooting about 10 years plus.
Yeah.
And all what I can tell you before he introduces himself, whatever the person that he will be today was not the same person 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Timur, very nice to have you here with us on East Talks Business, and really it's my pleasure
Thank you.
seeing you for many, many years.
Yeah.
How can you introduce yourself?
Well, today, most probably I would say my name is Timur, and a year back, I started to leave. I finally, now I'm 38, and I've been in Dubai since 2004. But the only time when I really started to leave and enjoying and living the life I was given by my parents is like literally started like 1.5, 2 years back.
Okay.
So
Back to life?
Back,
Or
bouncing
started
back.
living?
I'm starting living.
Okay.
Right, I'm starting to live because everything before was really blurred, was an actual thing. Of course, I mean, there were a lot of happy moments and family and kids, and I don't regret a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But actually taking life as it is, not for granted, but really enjoying,
Mm-hmm.
that started only 2 years back.
Amazing, amazing. That's a good start of our discussion. So, from a business entrepreneur side, how can you introduce yourself, Timur?
Well, I came to Dubai in 2004 and started my business entrepreneurial life in 2006. As of today, I'm a co-founder and a board member of Enlightened Minds Investment Holding.
Mm-hmm.
It's a holding founded in 2021, which currently focuses on 6 different pillars: marketing, media, lifestyle, health and wellness, learning and development, next-gen technologies, and investments. And we help companies grow, capitalize, find their exit strategy, invest in them with our sources, funds, help them grow. There are, as you rightly said, there are individuals on board like yourself and others who we dear and who we keep with us in order to have help each other, help businesses who comes to us, because not everyone has this privilege.
Correct.
To have you on board.
Thank
right?
you.
So, no, it's true. I mean, it hit me maybe a long time back when I was thinking like, how do I was sitting with the group of really strong individuals, bankers, business owners. That time I was thinking of a project called How Can I Help? HCIH. I was like, because I'm young at that time, and sitting at the round table, and the guy says, look, I'm so-and-so, I'm a CEO of this company, and I can dedicate an hour per week to help you guys, entrepreneurs. And the other guy says, I can do 2 hours per month. I was like, how lucky I am. Look,
Yes, sure.
I'm at my age, I was that time around 28, 27, having these individuals who are happy, and like, it is a privilege,
True.
right? So growing and doing business here in UAE, of course, opening different doors, doing a lot of mistakes, having people like you and other individuals supporting me, helping me, molding me, and maybe accepting me,
Mm-hmm.
and being transparent with me, showing my mistakes, help me be who I am today, because I believe that transparency is very important. It's important to accept that you did mistake. It's important
sure.
to say, look, this is my flosses. You don't have to. I know that sometimes UAE and Dubai, that oblige you to hide things, and you have to perform, you have to show off, but it doesn't really work for a longer period. It can work a little bit. You can hide as much as you can do, but I advise everyone just to come clean. Say, look, this is what I did, this is who I am, this is what I have, and maybe people take you differently.
So I think it's a very good point what you mentioned, and thanks again for mentioning that I'm one of the people that work with you for a long time. And to this point, if I don't care about you, I will not advise you, and this is a very important point, right? So for you to be very honest with yourself and say, I accept advices from the right people that we keep for long term, that's exactly why you're successful. Number two for me is that you understand that the short-term hiding will not make you sustainable and will not make you grow. And this is where comes someone like my role to your group and helping them understand how to be structured in a way that is more long-term, not the short-term show kind of thing. So you learned a lot of experiences through the years. That's very obvious, right? How many companies were not
Opened
the right
and
companies?
closed?
I would say it this way.
I'll put it this way. I think I've tried, and I've been bouncing back and forward. I've tried.
You like the bouncing name?
Yeah.
We'll come to this one. Okay.
Been bouncing back and forward. I think I opened and closed over 30 different projects and companies.
Okay.
And one thing I must say that here in UAE, mistakes, I think, same as everywhere, but they are just more costly.
Definitely more expensive.
Here, if you don't really care or don't really properly do due diligence, evaluate your skills, because sometimes you think that you are unbeatable, you can do a lot, you can do this and that. It's easy, and sometimes you're really blinded by the whole posh and that things are going easy with you. If you don't do that, if you don't really care if you don't plan, if you don't, mistakes are just more costly. True. It's everywhere, in everywhere. If you don't plan, if you don't do due diligence, but the other thing is, here you also have to act fast. Right?
The pace is very fast.
Yes.
The speed is one of the key players in Dubai, and as you mentioned also about the mistakes, right? It's costly, but at the same time it gives you a lot of experience of what to do better. So in my mind, the right mature, successful business entrepreneur is the one who listens and learns from these mistakes. Financially is one thing, but also mentally and business-oriented wise is another thing.
You have to be ready, as you said. You have to be ready to listen. I mean, it's not that if you don't listen, because as you said, only if you care.
100%.
If you care, you give advice. You don't care, but therefore you don't give advice. You don't waste your time, because the time is really precious. Agreed. Here, everything has a cost. So you need to be ready to listen, regardless of what experience you have back in your home country.
There's still more.
Of course.
To learn.
You come here, regardless how many years you lived and did business, be ready to accept comments. Be ready to accept bad comments, right? So people come not just, as I said, only if we care. Because Dubai is, UAE is really lonely in a sense, right? So you have your life, you have your business, you have your work, you have your family, but that's it. It's a really close circle, and everyone has their own life, everyone has their own problems. Even if you meet on a weekly basis and you think, oh no, I have this much friends. Not really.
That's true. That's true. And I think it's very important, but again, it's back to the person. And back to the right person who knows that the personal family life that he has or she has is more valuable than the big group of people, which we call them, as we mentioned. We'll go back to the business again, which is very important. If I ask you, not to share details for sure, but would I ask you, 2024 is a good year for you, right? I'm part of this, I witness it, it's a good development year. If you refer back to 2014, right, which we were just talking before, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
what was the main lesson that you learned in 10 years? The shift that happened to you personally,
Yeah.
it has a trigger,
Yeah.
right? So what in these 10 years was the main shift?
I think that the main understanding was realizing that everything, because I came in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I started my business in 2006, all the way to 2014, I thought that I have achieved a lot. And I think that that was the main realization of main understanding that was I achieved nothing.
It's not true.
Yeah. It's all this Porsche and this,
The flash of
flash.
Dubai bling.
Even now, I do wear things which are from the past. I have them because I haven't sold them yet. I mean, that time.
Okay.
Because I thought that those things are important. But I tell you this. I was thinking about it. I was buying things which I didn't have. I thought that I was giving myself an excuse. Oh, I'm buying it because when I was in a child, I didn't need them.
No.
I don't need them. I didn't need them, but because we always find justifications.
A reason for this.
Yeah, exactly.
For
I'm a
spending.
great salesperson, so I can sell stuff to myself even,
That's true. That's actually true.
So I will be so convincing to myself. The main lesson, what I changed in myself, I had this, in Russian we call syndrome жертвы, but I'll say it in English.
I actually understand.
Yeah, so what I was a victim.
Yeah.
So I was always trying
Of yourself.
I was complaining about, I have a dumb team. I'm doing everything myself. I'm a great person. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone is cheaters. I was selling to myself like a big hero who came to Dubai and a big fighter. And I was thinking about myself. I have this success story. I started as a lifeguard and I am here. And I was selling this. But what I've realized in this 10 years, and that nobody, first of all, cares,
No.
Secondly, people like to talk about themselves because that's the reality. Thirdly, nobody wants to do business with a victim.
No.
You think that they will feel sorry for me, so they will do business with me. Nobody cares.
All.
Exactly.
At all.
So I think that big transition was removing that mentality that I'm a victim, that everyone cheated me. I'm actually a big liar because I was lying to myself. I did a lot of wrong stuff, and not just that wrong in business, wrong as a human to another human. So I accept it. The moment you accept this and understand, that's the only way you can change.
So after this learning of believing that you were selling to yourself,
Yeah.
you were lying to yourself, you were a victim,
Yeah.
now when you present yourself, are you proud? Is that the feeling now?
Now-
It's a real achievement.
This is an actual achievement. So now I'm actually, because first of all, I don't feel shy when people give me compliments. I used to be very shy when no, it's not that. I didn't
No, you
achieve
deserve it.
Yeah.
Now you feel you deserve it.
I feel that, of course, this is what I've done. I proudly say what I do, like I have a morning routine, I have a discipline. And now I say it proudly. Before, I was saying it, deep inside I was thinking, no, it's not true. So you don't feel comfortable with your own self. That's why, of course, you do all the, so you drink, you do that, you do so it's like mentally it's very heavy. So I know that I went through a lot of stuff I wasn't proud of, and now I really proudly say, so I don't feel shy when people say, oh, you do this. I don't say anymore, no, that's nothing. It is something.
Serious.
Yeah, come on. I'm here 20 years. I've done this. And yes, it's true that I started living only 2 years ago, but I'm proudly living it now, and I'm enjoying what I do.
That's amazing. And I think, just to conclude on this point,
Yeah.
I think first, be honest to yourself.
Yes.
Second, listen to people.
Yeah.
And by the way, there is a book, I will share it with you as well. It's
Yeah.
called 28 Ways of Listening.
Okay.
I studied in my negotiating license thing.
Yeah.
And third, when you really did something, be comfortable to show it and be honored, let's say, to be taking the compliments. It's your achievement. It's your business. I did this for real. So it's well deserved, if I call it this way. Okay, so this is on the business side, and I know back to the history that we have together as well. I know about the Bounce Back Diaries.
Yes.
Okay, so regardless of the name,
but
I don't want to know where is it coming from. But what's your idea about it? So what do you want to share with people?
So when I started it, Bounce Back Diaries, first we were thinking of a name, and before that, what changed in me as well. So I start seeing magic. I'm not cuckoo, but it's just that I say things, they happen. And I believe what happened actually, that all of us, all human beings, they are like this. So you always have this in yourself. You always have this magic. You always, you can call it manifestation. You can call it whatever you want. But it's just that it was always in me. It's always in everyone. It's just that sometimes we are so blurred. All this is covered by our problems, by our feelings, ego. So you don't see that. So you need to be able to see and listen. So I start believing that the energy works this way, universe works this way, Allah works this way, that everything I say happens. So because I was thinking about writing the book long time back. But I didn't have a right reasons. So I was thinking, I'll write a book, then I'll start selling, I'll make money. I didn't know what to write. Because you are not proud of yourself, even if people tell you, you have people tell you, no, you really have a successful story, and say, yeah, sure, one day I will write. But then you don't believe in this. So what will you? What will you write? So this time, a person contacted me on Instagram. He said, Timur, I looked at your profile. I do this. I help people write books. I said, listen, I've tried before. I can only start giving you voice messages. I can start sharing you stories. Let's see where it comes. He said, let's start with this. So the idea started that let me put all the stories I have in my life somewhere. Voice messages, book, diaries. But what clicked in me, the moment I start reliving those stories, actually sharing it, I told the guy, I said, you know what? You, the person I don't know really, I met on Instagram. Like you are so unknown to me, but somehow now I'm sharing the stories with you. You know that I actually sharing the truth.
It's a therapy.
Yeah. So I'm not actually sharing the bullshit, which I believed myself. So I made myself a hero to myself. So I was surprised when I was actually telling the story.
The clear,
the real version.
Yeah.
Like no censors. So I was like, I did this, and the reason why I did this, because I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You're
worked. Opening up.
Yeah, it's like that's the truth. That's the reality. And now I realize that you have to be able to. So when you open to yourself, so now you believe that. That's the mistakes you did. Now you're opening up, and I want people to know that, look, we all do mistakes. Some do worse, some do better. So I did this. I don't know where I'm going to be.
This is my real story.
Yeah, but this is a real me.
So it changed now from a book to sell or make money only to sharing experience with people that they can use something out of it.
I want really people understand that you need to change your life if you're not happy with what you believe in. Nothing gonna happen just like because you pray, you believe. You need to change something. And you can start small, because I'm sharing in the book that I started something small. I start adding small things, good habits. I quit smoking, I quit drinking. Those are big. But it started with, okay, let's start
formalizing.
Every morning you do this. I start praying. For me, pray is a form of discipline. So you do something 5 times in a day for in a certain period of time. You do it constantly. It becomes a habit.
True.
So you add those small things which are obligatory, me being Muslim. So you add this, something will change.
And it doesn't take much of your time.
Exactly,
It
half
give
an
you
hour a day actually.
More peace
yeah.
inside.
It's a discipline meditation. You call it whatever you
Correct.
call it. It's the way of you
And it's a very
connecting.
small time of connecting personally as well, which help a lot.
Yeah. So you stay there. It's like people compare praying to yoga as well, because you are on the mat.
Yeah.
You connect yourself. You separate from everything, and you pray. So I started to pray because before I used to close the doors, like really focusing. So now I train my brain to pray anywhere. Like even if the dog is barking, So
no
I try this, even when my son comes and so I start writing book. The name came after Bouncing Back Diaries. I was thinking that yes, it is a story about coming back, but it's more coming back not as the hero, it's just coming back to where you are. Because I was born like this. I was born happy, with self-confidence. I think everyone is born like this. Everyone, as a child, you look at you, so he's not scared.
Pure,
he's not scared. He crawls, do this, touches this. So we all born like this.
True.
Then you get this in yourself. Then you believe in different things.
And then ups and downs.
Yeah, all the ups and downs. A lot. And then I thought this is something I want people to know. And I read a lot of books myself, and really inspiring books, and helped me a lot. So I think one day this book will help someone at whatever stage.
And this is very important as well, because helping others is a sign of maturity.
Yeah.
Right? So when I give also my leadership courses and stuff, the main thing I say, when you start building successors, you are a leader.
Yeah.
So you don't care about your personal achievement anymore. You start to share it with people.
Yeah.
And you start seeing young stars and make them shine and all of this. So this book, I'm sure it will has a lot of good lessons for a lot of people. I know some of it for sure. I was actually part of it somehow.
Yes.
But I wish you amazing with this book and can't wait to read it, to be honest. It's very interesting, and I have the same, as I told you, the ideas on the cooking right now. But the name is very interesting. So for our audience, it's not censored. It's actually real stories.
Real stories.
How about the family life now after the change? Do they believe you?
Oh, it took some time, to be honest. Nothing comes easy. Look, you've been screwing yourself it's like, you do sport, I do sport. People expect the changes in 1 month going to the gym. Like, come on, you've been growing your fat for years.
You want to move it in 1 month.
Yeah, it's like, nothing works. Same thing with life,
true.
right? True. So my wife, be peace upon her, be blessed, and she Allah gave us another son. So I have 2 sons with Larina, my wife, and I have a son with my first wife, who is now Amir, is 13 and a half.
Wow,
so I have Amir, Timur, 6 years old, and Tamir. So everything is around Amir, Timur, Tamir, like lots. And I have 2 dogs. And my wife, thanks God now, she actually, I asked her, I said, I want to hear, do you believe me now?
That's a very important
She
one.
said, yes, and I believe you 100%.
Oh, wow.
At the beginning, when I start changing, she said, you have to understand that it's not going to happen in one day. I need really to see that you changed. And now it is
she
really,
likes the change.
Oh, a lot. I mean, sometimes she hates it. She's like, you're too boring. It's like, I said, like, women, come on. I mean, like, I can't be in middle. It's like, but no, I'm telling you, and without hesitation, it's not like really I'm now selling it. I really enjoy. You won't believe. I run home. I want to be at home. I have this, you sit at the dinner. I don't know, maybe you can see it through the camera. So you sit at the dinner, it's like, I like it. She's like, you cuckoo. You enjoying what? Like, I'm putting tea. Oh, I was like, I love my dinners. She's like, you crazy. It's like, no, but this is, apparently, this is the life.
Look, I mean, I think all the women will listen to us will be very happy to hear this from someone. So all the husbands, if you follow the same idea, I think they will be very happy, even if you come boring sometimes. But it's definitely better than chasing you somewhere and somehow trying to find you. But a great shift, honestly, and I'm really impressed about the change in everything that you have done.
I must say, that regardless of us, we connected in 2014. We reconnected at the time when I changed.
Yes.
What I can say that I getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
God, Allah, universe, start sending me people.
The right people.
I'm
not
people.
saying I'm one.
No,
but I mean one of them
it's
at
true.
least.
I wanted to say that. Only the right. I was so confident before, but maybe I was lying to myself that no. In order for me to connect, I have to be like at the parties. I have to drink. I was telling my wife, no, I have to go. You have to understand. I was blaming her for not believing in me.
Understanding what you're doing.
Why? This is my work lifestyle. I was so scared at the beginning that if I quit drinking, if I stop going out,
you'll not do business.
Yes, I will not do business. It's such a bullshit. Definitely. I'm doing actually more now. I'm more successful. I'm surrounded by people who bring success and joy, who respects me for not actually drinking, And you are one of those. You appeared in my life back when I was on the way of changes.
That's
so
true.
I actually sent the signal that, and it's true, right?
It's definitely true, and this is, I will not say it's magic. It's just a payoff.
Yeah.
Right, because at the end of the day, all of us have big networks of life. Especially you're two sitting here, we have millions of people that we know. But the reality is, the good people usually filtered at the end in a way, and this is a good lesson for everyone, to be honest, because not everyone will care about you. Not everyone will see potential in you, right? But from my experience on this story, what I saw coming back is completely astonishing.
Thank you.
Really, and I'm very happy we reconnected, definitely.
Yes.
And as I said, you're for me a younger brother, and I'm very privileged to work with you again and to help you and to be partners in many things. We have a lot of projects, by the way, we're doing together. We will not mention the names now, but we have good ideas that come bringing good brains together, I would say. Different experiences, different backgrounds, but really good job. Really good job. I cannot do the morning walking, by the way, because this is really, it needs to be in the same place all the time to make it happen. But amazing, again, amazing transformation, right? If I call it this way. And I'm very happy to have you today with me here in East Talks Business, and we have a long way to go. Right?
Yes.
So don't think it's the end. It's actually a restart, if I call it this way.
It's a restart. It's the beginning of something really great, as you mentioned. We won't mention the names, but what we are doing together, I believe it has so much impact.
Correct.
To what you do with East Talks, what you do with sharing your experiences. I think that we're just joining that into a really good project to bring value, because we've seen a lot, and we're from different sides, from corporate side, from C-level side, from business, entrepreneurship. There are so many people lost. Like, they come here with a different way and with different vision. Dubai somehow shows them, I like I always say, it's not the money who spoils people. It's just that you have it inside you. And money just opens up. They help you. They see, like, okay, who are you inside? Take the money, show it, and then people, what you gonna do? And then people show who they really are, and then that's why they lose. And sometimes you and I have different meetings. You meet with a person, he's doing really well, and then you meet in 6 months, he's gone. He closed the business, finished.
No,
and then maybe if there was a right thing offered to him at the right moment, he would not lose it. He would just, look, all this is nothing. Come on.
Correct.
I mean, don't come, jump and open big office, hire 1,000 people, and then you go and there are ways. Exactly. And then you go back and you say, no, there is no business in Dubai. There is a lot.
There's a lot.
So
I think, yes, our baby project is basically to support people get them to the right start or the right growth as well. We will share this definitely soon, but really something very big in cooking, and it's amazing and looking forward to that. Timur, what's your advice, if I call it this way, to the community and to the people in, I will not say our generation, but let's say your generation. I'm much older than you now. But how do you advise them? What do you tell them to go back and think about?
To think about, first of all, there is a book I just finished. It's called Cafe at the Edge of the World. I recommend the book for sure. And there is a main question in this book, which is not answered right away, but it's called Why Are You Here? So I think wherever you are right now, at whatever stage of business, lifestyle, personal life, difficult, or even if you are very successful now, whatever your status, whether you are doing really well or you're not doing really well, ask yourself, why are you here? And once you ask, really give it a time to sink in your head, because I believe that this question is very important.
It's a big one.
We all say, why we came on earth, but really ask yourself, why are you here? Because it will give you a lot of thinking. Like everything you do today, is that really important? Everything you say, do, act, is that really important? So why are you here? So once you ask that, first of all, if you are in difficult situation, believe that if you ask this question, there will be a way to bounce back. If you are doing successful, ask yourself just to understand that, is that what you want to do? Because a lot of people are very successful and very unhappy, as we all know.
Very famous
story. Because maybe they never ask if that's why
they really want.
Because whatever happened in their life, money came, wealth came, and they still don't know why they're here.
True.
So before it's too late,
find yourself.
Yes.
Let's put it this way. Is that really conclude? Find yourself.
Find yourself.
Well, it's a great, really honored to have you, Timur, running Enlightened Minds Group. And we are partners together in many parts as well. And thanks to also Davai Dubai for hosting us today. It's definitely a privilege, and I wish them all the best. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to us today in East Talks Business, and look forward to talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.